I'm James Whittam, and this is the British Superbike Season Review 2015. And let me tell you, this is one hell of a roller coaster ride.
Oh my goodness, jumping off a flaming motorcycle.
Yeah, big
There's a crash in the back.
That could be hidden, I think. Can Shane Shakerman retain his championship title and become an historic 5-time winner?
Taking the boat down.
Can the Australian bad boy Josh Brooks on the all-new Yamaha R1 steal his thunder?
Oh, Brooks is off. Oh, bro.
Or can the David Beckham of Superbikes, handsome charger James Ellison, spoil the fun? Can the old guard of experienced riders like Mike Laverty, Keogh, Stalker and Hickman put in surprise results? Or will the young guns for the likes of Mossy and Danny Buchan come out on top? And with Superbike riders from all over the globe coming to the UK to make their mark in BSB, one thing is for sure, it's going to be one hell of a season. This is Cartagena, Spain, and it's the official BSB winter test. The 2015 season starts here.
It's been quite hard to tell so far because we've had no times, but I think that the Tyco boys seem to have really gelled with that bike, especially Tommy Bridewell. I think you can see that already. And some of the comments I've had from him, he's enjoying it. He's definitely enjoying being back in the BMW. Elsewise, I think Michael Laverty has had some teething problems, but they seem to be working through them now.
Today's my first day actually throwing my leg over the BMW, so all new, and looking forward to seeing what it feels like. So a couple of laps under my belt to be able to tell you a bit more.
The Household boys have had a bit of a slow start after waiting to get some parts, but you can see that Christian Idden in particular is really working well on that Suzuki and seems to have clicked quite well with it too.
It's your first run out on a Suzuki, so really enjoying that. Everything's going well so far. Bike's running great, team's working great, so really happy with that. First few days here at Cartagena is just to get me into gear really, get comfy on the bike and hope to start pushing the envelope a bit more, getting some settings that are more personalised towards me, and yeah, just keep working towards that first round at Donington Park.
We're starting from a blank sheet and a blank sheet of paper. It's a learning curve for everyone. You know, you come testing with a team, and it's not just about the rider testing, it's about how the team are working, how they're working with the bike. And to be fair, this is the first time any of the mechanics have seen the bike, so they're doing a fantastic job.
I've rolled out on the BY's Superbike Kawasaki, and it has been perfect. Did like 3 laps, had a cruise round, did a wheelie, and yeah, now we're in the garage and my boss is interviewing me.
Obviously had a good year last year, mate. It was a mega season. Good to see you win the championship, and yeah, back here with a new Superbike team with Tommy Hill as the team manager. A different role for him. How are you getting on with him?
Yeah, I mean, he's a bit sour at times. You know, I heard him snoring last night through the other apartment, and but yeah, I mean, we get on all right. He brought the coffee machine, so you can't knock him for that. And yeah, he's put together a good bike.
Yeah, the point in testing for me, especially early on like this, is just getting my eye back in. I've not ridden a bike in earnest or in anger since October last year. So 5 months off, driving around in a VW T5 van. The bike feels a bit fast this time of year, so just get my eye back in, get a feel for it. And obviously for the team to gel as a team, especially when so many team members are new, like the brand new BY as a team for 2015.
There's been lots of testing going on pre-season, and we're going to Donington Park. This is an old GP circuit. I love the place, and most of the riders feel the same way about it.
Okay, we're here at a rather Baltic Donington Park for the official pre-season test. We're just a week or so away from the first round of the 2015 MCE British Superbike Championship. This year we've got full factory involvement from BMW and Yamaha, a brand new Suzuki team, nearly 40 riders, which is the biggest ever assembled full-time for the championship. We do see more class debutants than ever before.
Yeah, obviously it's my local track, you know, I'm always down here anyway. I'm doing a lot with Donington Park nowadays, and it's good to see these boys you know, doing the final preparation before the season starts.
BSB is the best domestic championship in the world, and Shane's going to be competitive. You know, he's got the experience, he's super quick, but you know, this new Yamaha is looking quite special. You know, Brock's here and Josh as well, and you know, my old sparring partner was always Kianari, so you know, last year he rode fantastic on that BMW, and I think, you know, the second year on it, I think he can be real strong as well. You know, I think there's going to be quite a big difference of riders and manufacturers, and you know, I think it's going to be quite exciting to watch.
My team have worked really hard over the winter to give me the best possible package for 2015, and I've worked really hard myself as well. Obviously, having a crash a couple of weeks ago in pre-season testing wasn't the ideal start to the season, but I'm really working hard and going to be trying harder than ever to make sure that we can try and box off another title.
A lot of new riders, new faces into the championship, so we're going to have to see who the strongest rivals are.
It's my first year in British Superbike, so it's going to be an experience. I always try to win, but especially this year I want to win championship.
For this season, you know, I've got a lot to learn riding the Superbike. It's my first season.
My boss has employed me to win the championship, and I've signed up with them to win the championship, so that's our aim. I'm sure it's the same for everybody else out here, but that's my main focus, and that's what's keeping me driven.
The first round of BSB has not been at Donington Park for many years, and lots to look forward to, and I hope that we have some fair weather and some great racing.
The really good news is the temperature is going to increase by about 20 degrees, he says, but the long-range forecast for us is looking good. We're going to get into double digits for temperature, and the action will hot up as well.
Every season, the British Superbike Championship seems to get stronger and stronger, and every season, more and more people come to watch it live at the circuits. And to celebrate this, it now even has its own cinema film. Let's go and check out the iSuperbiker premiere.
Watched this film avidly for the last 2 or 3 years, and I think what it really does is it brings together a group of, some fantastic dynamic footage, and it combines that with going behind the scenes. And actually, for people that have been involved in the sport, it takes us right back to last year's emotions, and it reminds us of the highs and the lows and the big points and the emotional bits. So, I mean, it's all action for us, and coming out at a time like this, it just gets us set up and ready for what's going to, you know, soon be coming around again. So I always look forward to it.
Just like the season, I anticipate it to be fast and fun and furious and all the way from the beginning to the end.
If it's anything like the last lot, I'd just get goosebumps every time I watch it.
Looking forward to seeing how they've done with this year. We had a great season in BSB, lots happening, so it'll be interesting to see what they've picked out as their favourites, but I'm sure it'll be fantastic.
We have lots and lots of TV coverage at every single event, but there's still a massively untold story, and this will put the record straight for the 2014 season.
Fantastic. I think the guys really captured the season that we had, from the highs of Shaky winning his record for his title to James's injury and comeback.
You got some emotion from the riders, got a little bit inside their heads in the big moments and the down moments. So yeah, fantastic.
It's only a small glimpse of how much effort everybody puts in, but it's still a fantastic film and really shows the effort that goes all around into a full championship.
I really enjoyed it. Each time they develop and move on, as a series, so it's a great ambassador for a fantastic sport.
Round 1, Donington Park. And after months of testing and bragging, we're all ready to go.
Shaky Byrne on the left-hand side of the picture, not quite as quick out of the blocks as they all hit the gas and light it up down into Redgate. And I was completely wrong about Shaky. He's crept through on the inside, and it's Kianari. Who was that? Who steamrolled at his way through to the front.
Ellison, I think, and Kianari getting beat up at Redgate.
He's lost it just at the bottom as Shaky Byrne retakes the advantage, but Ellison's coming around the outside of him as they go up the hill. And this is every bit as dramatic as the first lap we expected it to be. This is how it looks. Byrne, Ellison, Easton, Linfoot, Buchan, Hickman is 6th, 7th Kianari, 8th Brooks, 9th McConnell, 10th Bridewell. What a start.
Oh, that's Ralph Turco.
Ralph Turco, who was the last man on the grid in 36th place. Meanwhile, look at this lot at the front. Oh, Buchan repays a compliment there to Dan Linfoot. And look at Buchan there in 4th place.
Look at Ellison.
Oh, again, he surges through as they go through Hollywood. Oh, Jenny Tinmouth's gone out. This was Jenny Tinmouth as she... Oh, James. Oh, it never even high-sided her, bless her, so hopefully she'll be okay.
That's McConnell, number 3.
This may be what happened to Billy.
Back of the shot. There, high side early on in Copies. Yeah.
James, that was a bit of an impact as he came down, and it's not done the bike a lot of good. Where's Danny going? He's gone well wide. He'll lose a couple of places. Just a little bit over-eager. Howie Mainwaring Smart, a little disappointed with his performance so far. Qualifying 14th, has crashed out. Let's see how.
This is Copies again. Yeah, he's going in. He's possibly lost the front then.
Is that Chris Walker?
It's either Walker or Buchan.
And judging by the walk, it's Buchan.
That's Buchan.
I think it's Danny Buchan. This is the tail end of Buchan's exit.
Oh, big high side out of the S's, and he's
Oh dear, Danny. Well, it looks like he's rolled and bounced quite well.
Yep.
Oh, Linfoot now under real pressure from number 25, Josh Brooks. He's almost kissing tyres as they come out of Copies. He's going to try and get down on the inside. He forces the Yamaha through. Linfoot can't do anything about that. And the first time out of the JG Speedfit colours, the Kawasaki team wins it for GB Moto. Linfoot cuts underneath Goddard, trying gets the better of... Oh, Brooks, he goes elbow to elbow and just hangs on by a whisker across the line, but it's victory for Mark Smith Halverson and his GB Motor team under their JG Speedfit new colours for 2015. The hole at the front is where James Ellison should have been, but he's going to have to start from the back. He's going to have to be as aggressive as he was off the start in the first race. As the lights go out, Shaky Byrne gets clean away at the front. Kianari gets a good start. Perhaps the black cloud has lifted a bit since he was sitting in his garage. Oh, and he tries to go around the outside of Stuart Easton into Redgate. Brave move. Dan Linfoot wobbles his way through past Kianari. Can't hold on to it. Keogh has a moment, though, coming out of the hairpin, and that means that he drops back to 4th place.
Somebody's off. I think maybe somebody else hit him. Definitely somebody off. Stood in the track. There's at least one. Yeah, it is one, thankfully. Yeah, I said it. Actually, weird one that. He did well to cling on to it as long as he did.
Linfoot. Where's he found this aggression from?
And that's one of the bravest parts of this Donington track. That's big outside.
Kianari.
That is
Kianari, and it puts Brooks off the track as the mark. Oh, and Keogh, he was running so strongly there.
4th biking shot. Ooh.
Oh, Keogh.
That's a nasty little eye-sided.
Shaky Byrne then has grabbed that advantage off number 4, Dan Linfoot. And there's James Ellison. He's crept into the points at last. James Ellison into 15th place. Dropping down the hill, Brooks looking to see if he can find a way through there, but McConnell holding up well on the Smith's BMW. Oh, not at this point. Dan Linfoot is right back with Shaky Byrne and making a move down the hill into the foggy S, as sweet as you like. He does not want to stay in 2nd place, and the Fireblade scampers through and retakes the lead from the PBM Kawasaki. Now Shaky's going to respond straight away. He's going to go deep into the hairpin. Dan will just try and cut back underneath him, and he does. Proper cut and thrust at the front.
What Kylie's giving for breakfast. I hope they've got a packet left.
Oh, and he has a big moment at the bottom of Craner Curves. That means he simply can't get himself back to the apex of the hairpin, and that allows Shaky through, but Dan's trying to go around the outside up Starkey's. Can't quite make it. And Owen Buchan's dropped it again. Danny Buchan's gone down there. He lost the front going into Goddard's. The reigning champion will take yet another race win in British Superbikes. Linfoot, a splendid 2nd. Stuart Easton 3rd. Hickman 4th. 5th place for Christian Eden. 6th place for the recovering Josh Brooks ahead of Michael Laverty.
Round 2, and we head way down south to Brands Hatch. Now, this circuit is right in reigning champion Shane Byrne's back garden. Let's see if he can get a home win.
the momentous Brands Indy Circuit here, and the terrific start, awful start by Kuba Smerts. He's done that before when he's qualified well. The man from the Czech Republic gets sucked back into the pack, while James Ellison takes off like the proverbial street lightning at the front. Oh, we've had a faller.
There's 2 or 3 fallers.
The safety car is out, but they're going to have to stop it, surely.
I think they're bound to do something. It's such a short lap, less than 50 seconds. So back of the shot, watch, there he goes.
Oh, Christian.
And that, look out.
And that was poor Jack Kennedy, took evasive action, got hit from the back by Robin Harms. That spilled the luckless stain. And then Jack, bless him, who survived a big high side there yesterday, gets thrown to the grass once again.
Yep. And at 80 or 90 miles an hour, your bike will go a long, long way when it's on its side. It doesn't stop as quick as you do with leathers on it. It looks like Robin Arms that's the one that's come off worse there. Yep, what's going on here?
And a problem for the Anvil Hire Tag Racing team. That's Taylor Mackenzie trudging away. Mackenzie on the Team WD-40 Kawasaki is out of the race. Ellison, having come within the merest whisker of breaking that lap record, leads the way then by almost half a second. Brooks carves up Easton as they go through. That was through McLaren's into Clearways. This is Jakob Smerts now on the Lloyd's British Motor Rapido Ducati. Oh, he's off it! Who was that? Was that Smerts?
Yes, it was. Oh. The problem is there when you're high side, you go up and the track's still dropping away, so that is a big drop. That is a classic paddock hill crash. Oh, hang on. That's Tommy Bridewell. Yeah.
Bridewell's helmet, he's down on the deck, so too is the Tyco BMW. We got another faller.
That's Hickman.
That's Hickman. Hickman has crashed the RAF Reserves BMW.
Kianari ran wide there.
Kianari ran very wide. And he lost out. Shaky Byrne, would you believe, has snaffled that second place. The PBM Kawasaki might have nicked it. Oh, but he has a huge moment right under Keogh's nose. Race win goes to Ellison. He won the first race at Donington. He's won the first race here at Brands Indy from Byrne. Brooks snatches third place from Kianari. Right under, look at this lot. O'Halloran, Easton, Mainwaring, Smart grabbed 7th place. Parks 8th, McConnell 9th, Walker 10th. Ahead of Cooper, Mossy, Laverty, Buchan. Waters the last point scorer. When the lights go out, this race will be well and truly on. 25 laps ahead of them. Ellison gets a terrific start. He said that was the main thing that he wanted, to try and lead right from the outset. He does that ahead of Kianari and Byrne.
Something's happening here. I've just seen Shane Byrne riding as hard down Paddock Hill and up into Druids as I've ever seen him, and I think he's looking for a way past Kianari, because I've got a feeling that Shane Byrne thinks he can have a go at Ellison here. There's no other reason to do what he's doing.
So here's Shaky Byrne on the inside there, quite making it very easy. Kianari almost leaving him the space that he needed, and Shaky through into second place. So these three guys are wrestling over 2 podium positions, and of course that means podium credits at the later in the season. Oh, Kianari runs well right. That gives Brooks his chance.
Yep.
He launches through behind Shaky Byrne, and we've got a follower of Morello. Kawasaki's gone down.
Here we go. Oh, and you don't get much more of a classic eyesight than that, Jack.
As his father told us, James, riding with a suspected broken bone in the back of his leg after that contretemps in the first race.
Well, they say it is broken, so that'll be the non-weight-bearing bone in the back of your shin. I think he was just tickled on the shin, the back of the shin. Ooh.
Not stopping him having a go at Hickman then.
It's not, is it?
James Ellison, the hard-riding Shaky Byrne.
And look how hard Shane Byrne is trying for this win here. He's old enough to know better than to ride like that.
Round the final complex, surely this will be order in which they'll finish, and if it is, it will be a double win for James Ellison and the JG Speedfit Kawasaki. His 12th victory in his British Superbike career. Ellison wins it. Second place for Shane Byrne, 3rd for Brooks, 4th Kianari, 5th Easton, 6th for Tommy Bridewell's Tyco BMW, Howie Mainwaring, Smart 7th.
Round 3, and we head to Alton Park in leafy Cheshire. This place always draws a massive crowd. Why? Well, because it's brilliant, that's why.
Stuart Easton, a winner here back in 2010 in the British Superbikes. Can he do it again for BBM Kawasaki? The vital start then. The first race for British Superbikes today here at Alton Park. Dropping into Old Hall, and it is the fleet-footed Stuart Easton who skips to the front. Brooks tries to head him off round the outside. Easton has a nasty moment exiting Old Hall corner, and it's Brooks who grabs the advantage down the hill. But look at this, Tommy Bridewell muscles his way through on the Tyco BMW, launches downhill into second place.
Oh, somebody's off. There's definitely somebody off because there's grass everywhere.
So there's been a fall.
That's
just Brock Parks.
It's definitely Brock Parks. I know there's that. Oh, that's Kennedy. Bridewell's got the lead somewhere. He's riding so aggressively. He's coming out of Druids. He was just clipping the grass there. You don't get more again. There's a really big roller coming out of there, Jack. You've got to straighten the bike up or you can't go anywhere near the throttle. Because as the bike goes over the roll, it goes light and you lose grip.
Oh, and there's your Buchan. And that's why I couldn't see him on the timing screen, James. He's gone.
And that's a big eyesight. That's at Druids. That's at Druids, and that's a big one. Get the bike. That's it. It seemed just trying to kick the bike away.
Running in fifth place, Keogh, 135.251 on the red and white Bill-based BMW. Last man in shot there, number 23, the new lap record holder here at a track where has he really won 12 times round here? What an astonishing record.
And now Brooks is on a little bit of a charge.
Yes.
That's lap record Brooks.
Regains the lap record, 135.188. Tommy doesn't mind it weaving at the front. Look at the gap he can pull on. So we might just be headed here for the second race victory of his British Superbike career for Tommy Bridewell. As he's got the gap that he needs as he drops down into Lodge Corner and waves a leg. The 26-year-old from Etchelhampton, near Devizes in Wiltshire, will take victory for Tyco BMW. Their first victory with the new bike. Second place for R1 Yamaha, Milwaukee Yamaha, Josh Brooks. Third place, Shane Byrne. Fourth, Easton. Fifth, Kianari. Sixth place, good ride by Jason O'Halloran on for Honda Racing. Number 25, Josh Brooks, pole position, R1 Yamaha. Let's hope the lights go out this time. They do. Oh, Brooks. He really snatched it out of the blocks, and that cost him dearly.
He did.
And he's back to about fourth or fifth place as he goes through turn one. So as they drop downhill, it's Stuart Easton once more who bags the advantage as he did first time out. Well, first time out, he'd already got bagged by Tommy Bridewell going down into Cascades. This time he has the lead from Kianari. Brilliant start by Kianari. Can he sustain the pace this time? So the three-time British champion is looking for a way past Stuart Easton, and he finds a way past early at the conclusion of lap one into Lodge Corner. Here's Bridewell. That's the move he made to get past Easton on the first lap of race one.
So much confidence Tommy Bridewell's got now to do that.
As they go keeling round Island Bend now into the second gear right-hander at Shell Oil's corner.
And then Shane Byrne straight up the inside. Up the inside, he's made it stick, I think. Yeah.
Oh, and he makes sure that he's got space there. Just elbows aside Kianari. So Josh Brooks then drops downhill. He's in fifth place. The flying quartet at the front, headed by Bridewell. Down! Bridewell loses the front. Oh, there he was, headed for a potential double victory. He loses the front, going through his chicane. Oh, and there is Shaky as smooth as you like.
Has he gone wide? No, he hasn't.
Now, as they storm out of Druid's corner now and head down, Kianari is looking very, very strong on the brakes here. And he does indeed drop in the side. Shane Byrne through Lodge Corner. Brilliant move by the Japanese. And that puts him back at the front. 15th lap.
Here we go.
18.
This is this move.
Oh, big moment for Kianari. That cost him dearly. It just took away the drive he needed to reach Shell Oils ahead of Shaky Byrne. Kianari's taken them both down. He just lost the back end.
He's going up the inside at this point. Look, the back's in there. He can't slow it down. He knows it's going wrong at that point. Tries to get across the back of Shane. Cannot do it.
I think Shaky's all right, but let's hope that Kianari... Shane's is looking round the outside. Ellison goes round the outside, grabs the inside line of the lead. Stuart Easton moves back across. Easton grabs the race victory. And I think Ellison got second place just from Brooks. And that was the top three across the line. Michael Laverty will bring Tyco BMW home in third place. But what a terrific, and from looking dismayed one moment, Paul Bird celebrates a race win the next. Laverty just beats O'Halloran across the line for fourth.
Round 4, and we head to Norfolk and the Snetterton 300 circuit. It's so flat that from any banking, no matter where you stand, you can see just about the whole circuit. And it's always sunny here. Sunny Snet. There's going to be a massive crowd.
The start, as ever, will be so important. Look at that, a packed grid of 37 riders there. What an impressive sight here in the MCE Insurance British Superbike Championship. 16 laps. Shaky Byrne gets the classic start, leg trailing his way off on the number 67 PBM Racing Kawasaki. Second place for O'Halloran. Third place for number 7. Great start from the second row of the grid for Michael Laverty. There's, and we got a faller.
Lee Jackson, is it?
Is that Lee Jackson? I think it is. There's a move by Tommy Bridewell on teammate Michael Laverty. He just snicks through there into third place. Oh, dear me, but Linford, the late lunge there at Montreal, that does take him back to 7th.
Yeah, it does, but in actual fact, Luke Mossy was running a little bit wide anyway.
Problem there for James Westmoreland. So Westmoreland pulls off as Josh Brooks, number 25, look at the way he attacked Laverty up the inside of that final turn. I have a feeling if Josh could get a bit of clear track, he would be going a bit quicker. And the Yamaha now makes a move on the Tyco BMW. Oh, brave late move there into Brundle's. Beautifully executed. He drops into the right-hander and heads for the bomb hole. He's through to third place. Well, you know, Josh Brooks there just perfectly slices his way through at Murray's. And this is number 67, Shaky Byrne. He's about to take race victory here at Snetterton. That is race win number 63. Takes him top of the table. Brooks goes second. Third, brilliantly for Jason O'Halloran. Fourth for Tommy Bridewell. And then the dash for the checkered flag. Here we go, boys. Fifth place will go to Dan Linfoot. 6th to Chris Walker. 7th place should be Stuart Easton from Mainwaring Smart. Mossy just from Cooper for 9th and 10th places. Brock Parks will take 11th. The championship leader, Shaky Byrne, got a brilliant start and was never caught. Oh, Tommy Bridewell,
I think that was
he had the handbrake on.
I think that was, he actually went before the start and then stopped, and that's why he got a bad start, but I reckon that might be a jump start from Bradwell. Depends how strict they're being.
Who was that?
Cooper.
No, it wasn't Cooper, it was a red helmet.
Oh, was it?
It was Philip Backlund. It was the Swede, Philip Backlund. And we've got Kianari.
He's not getting any better.
Is Kianari. Oh, has he hurt himself because
shoulder?
Oh, not his shoulder again. Oh my goodness! Is that Taron McKenzie?
That looks like Taylor McKenzie. Let's have a look. It's on fire there.
Good lord! Taylor looks underneath at his searing parts and jumps off that good.
I'll tell you what,
proper.
That was presence of mind by McKenzie. Always his backside with his legs were getting hot.
Chris Walker almost got alongside O'Halloran on the climb up the straight. Nothing wrong with the pace of the B-Wiser Kawasaki, but in the end he had to back it off going into Richard. Oh, he got down! Chris Walker so rarely falls.
Watch, loses a front. Loses a rear. That's a weird one, is that? Loses the rear, stays on his backside, doesn't bounce, and that he's been on the worst for that walk, Chris, and that's an unusual crash.
Oh, and that was a move by Jason O'Halloran on Josh Brooks. That was a bit of a shocker.
Where's Bridewell? He's going to go wide at that.
No, that's Laverty. Laverty goes wide, and that gives. Josh Brooks does a double whammy and just slams the Milwaukee Yamaha underneath both of them. And
that's Jenny.
Jenny Tinmouth's gone down. She was lying in 23rd place, and she kindly picks up the pieces. Oh, and that was on the approach to Murray's. That was trailing the front brake, was it, James? Out of Corum's. Oh, it's messed up the bike.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Howie Mainwaring Smart. That man's showing some form today. So James, there's any one of these guys could end up on the roster. No, there's a faller. Was that
That's
made wearing Smart?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's how
Howie.
he made when he's Smart. He was pushing hard, was the boy.
This is commonly known as commentator's curse, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Laverty hovering behind these two, and oh, that's the sort of move you almost expect from Josh Brooks. A dynamic move as they go through Nelson, and then he has to bring it across. Has it worked? Yes, it has. Shaky Byrne takes his 64th British Superbike race win. Second for Josh Brooks. Third place in another rostrum just for Jason O'Halloran ahead of the Tyco BMWs. Next man across the line, Stuart Easton, and then Ellison, Backlund, Iden, Linfoot, Parks, Cooper. As fast as that, much faster than I could even speak. And that is a victory then for the dominant Shaky Byrne.
Round 5 and we head north of the border. Not sure about the accent, but we do head to Knockhill. This is Scotland's National Motorsports Centre.
Shaky Byrne has the advantage, as you saw from that side shot, in pole position. Can he make that count? The other guys need to get at him early if they're going to. Oh, Easton! And that's exactly what Howie Mainwaring Smart said before the race. He said Ratty will definitely get off to a scorching start. He loves it here. He's flyweight, and he might get the better of Shaky. Now, can Shaky's teammate hang on? But straight away, Byrne tries to tuck underneath him as he comes through the Scotsman. There's not quite room as he goes up through the Arnold Clark chicane.
Hey, oh, somebody's off.
No. And that was Philip Backlund, the Swede, who's gone down, and here's the move into the hairpin by Shaky Byrne. But look at that, Stuart Easton tries to tuck back underneath him. The PBM Kawasaki's collide. That costs Easton a bit of drive up the hill.
And this is it.
Oh, wow.
And that's made a mess. The headstock's out. The headstock's out the bike. So
oh,
that's Linfoot.
Linfoot has gone down.
Bit of Linfoot incident. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's lost the front mid-corner.
And there is O'Halloran with makes carves his way past Josh Brooks, his fellow Australian.
Oh, and
Brooks retaliates. That's through the Scotsman, the 60-mile-an-hour right-hander. Oh, one of the WD-40s has gone down. That's Kennedy.
It's Kennedy. Hang on. Oh, that's Cooper. Oh, this is, let's have a look, same place. That's exactly the same place as we've just seen.
No, look at the bike.
Ellison's your man here.
Yeah, Ellison pushing on. Ellison does a 48.415, edging nearer to that man's lap record. This is Yuichi Kianari. He's running in 9th place. Now, he looked a bit quicker in warm-up this morning, but has never quite been on the pace we expected for build-based BMW.
Oh, and that's
Ellison.
That's Ellison, yeah, it is. And there's somebody else behind him as well.
It might be Kianari,
It is Keo. Watch him there.
Same thing.
It's the same thing, and it's the same place, and that, I don't know. I don't know whether the marshals need to have a little bit of a look at that.
Apparently it's been reported there are no problems with the track, but I still find it completely mysterious that so many top men have gone down right there.
I do, but it can happen. I've seen it happen. And there's Howie Mainwaring Smart.
Howie.
Let's have a look. This is, yeah, that's Howie. Nah, he's all right. Somebody else off, another Kawasaki man.
I think it might be James Rose.
Maybe
he was just behind Jenny Tinmouth and Aaron Zanotti.
Oh, and that...
Laverty! Oh, just buffets Easton out of the way. Wow, what a move. Shaky wins the first race at Knockhill. Second Laverty, third Easton, fourth Brooks. O'Halloran just gets across the line next. Buchan in 6th place. Tommy Bridewell on the second Tyco BMW 7th. James Ellison crouched with intent on bike number 77. The red lights go on. When they're off, they're off. And a good start from Ellison. Terrific start from Laverty. Poor start from Buchan. And the Weiser Kawasaki just gets sucked a little into the pack. The BMW and the 3 Kawasaki's have got the edge on Josh Brooks there in 5th place. Bridewell, Buchan,
Ellison.
Ellison's run off the track and left the PBM Kawasaki sitting in 2nd and 3rd place behind Michael Laverty. An unfortunate mistake by James Ellison. It puts him right back in the pack before he could rejoin behind the Gearlink bike, behind the WD-40 Kawasaki's.
Oh, he lost the front. That's what happened. Laverty. Oh, that's
Tommy Bridewell.
Oh,
and a move
that
there
was-
by Shaky Byrne.
Yep.
And they're side by side as they come out. Michael Laverty shows him the curve as they drive up the hill. And the BMW responds, but look how fast the PBM Kawasaki is. And Shaky Byrne has somehow grabbed the advantage. Kianari's moved up past James Westmoreland and Lee Jackson into 8th place.
That did all point at the sky. That means rain. That means rain that we haven't seen on the lenses of the cameras.
Michael Laverty thrust up a hand then, and Stuart Easton just took advantage of that and decided that he was going to dive through anyway, as Josh Brooks also feeds his way through underneath the Tyco BMW. So these lads, some of these lads are brave and pushing on. Michael Laverty's not so sure about this, and it's not going to be a result. The red flags had to come out. Shaky Byrne then on pole position on the right. The lights go out. He gets a terrific start. Laverty slightly bunny hops off the line on the Tyco BMW. That gives Stuart Easton the chance to go front two. Oh, look at that. Mossy size past Laverty.
And gets
Laverty
past again.
responds.
Yep.
Oh, someone's gone straight on. Big time.
That looks like Billy McConnell.
It is Billy McConnell after riding so hard.
Oh, somebody else is off.
Is that Mossy?
That's Mossy.
Luke Mossy. Oh, Luke.
Desperate bad luck for Luke Mossy. I was so impressed with the lad.
Stuart Easton in 2nd place, Josh Brooks in 3rd. That is the order they're going to finish in at the end of this 11-lap sprint. Byrne wins it, 2nd place for Easton, 3rd place Josh Brooks. 4th place will go to a rejuvenated Kianari ahead of O'Halloran, Michael Laverty, Danny Buchan. And behind him we've got Westmoreland, Hickman, Idden rounds out the top 10.
It's the middle of July, it's round 6 and we're heading back south to Brands Hatch, but this time on the full GP layout. This circuit, for me, is the best circuit in the country to ride. So much fun to get a bike around this place, and you need a fast bike. Not only that, you need a fast bike that'll get round corners. Not so easy.
Who's going to get the start? Shaky Byrne looks intent, and he does get a flyer. Oh boy, he gets a flyer. So too, from the 2nd row of the grid does little Stuart Easton. He flies through as well. Ellison goes for the outside line. It's always crowded. It always looks lethal down Paddock Hill Bend. Everybody gets down safely. Ralph the Turco at the back, Shaky Byrne at the front, Josh Brooks in 2nd place.
Yeah, brilliant start from Easton. Oh, somebody's off mid-park. There's 4 or 5 bikes down there. Let's have a see how it goes. Oh, calls on the inside, and I tell you, that was O'Halloran and Hickman coming together.
It's
no,
and another
crash.
fall.
That looks like Rose. Is it James Rose?
It might
looks
be
like
James
it.
Rose.
And this will be. Oh, and that's.
Dear me.
I'll tell you what, I've never seen a crash like that.
The first lap of 20, Shane Byrne looking for a 5th consecutive race victory, leads the way from Josh Brooks looking for his debut win of the season. And as they cream across the line now, Richard Cooper lying a splendid 3rd, James Ellison 4th, Easton Laverty 6th. Fastest lap, Cooper in 3rd place, 126.36 as Brooks squeezes just underneath the PBM Kawasaki. We're on the 4th lap of 20. And Richard Cooper, exactly as he predicted, is able to run at the moment. Oh, someone's gone off so fast. Who on earth was that? I think it wasn't Stuart Easton, was it?
Let's have a look. Yeah, and that's something's happened early on, tipping into the corner.
So this is the battle. Look at this. We've got Michael Laverty, Tommy Bridewell. We're on the 11th lap of 20. Half distance complete here. Josh Brooks leads the way. And another big crash.
No, he's
it's
there.
Byrne. Shaky Byrne, the championship leader, looking for a 5th consecutive race win, has crashed. Oh, Shaky. Fascinating races going on here, James. Look at Hopkins now. He's right with Laverty. 18th lap of 20. He's coming underneath him here at Paddock Hill. And the Ducati moves through top 5 for John Hopkins on his return to BSB.
Yeah, I saw that Linfoot got back under Luke Mossy as well. As Laverty pays back the compliment.
Looks like it's going to remain in this order. It looks as if Josh Brooks is going to take his first victory of the season. Brooks, he wins it for Milwaukee Yamaha. Richard Cooper, what a ride into 2nd place for the Alvin Hire Tag Racing Kawasaki. James Ellison hangs on to that 3rd place on a precious podium credit point ahead of Tommy Bridewell. Michael Laverty gets the better of John Hopkins on the line. Hopper's suffered that before. Look at the attitude of James Ellison there on the second row. The start, of course, so vital. Downhill in the Paddock Hill bend. A poor start for Cooper this time, whereas Brooks and Byrne took off like scalded cats. Cooperman is, however, managing to salvage that third place, I think, inside Ellison as they drop down. He knew that was important. And then uphill into Druids, he hugs the inside line.
Yeah, Ellison's still having to go around the outside.
He'll stick at the bottom of the hill, I think, James.
Yeah.
And John Hopkins had a massive moment there as he came out of Druids.
We're going to see it. Oh, yeah. Oh. And that's Linfoot.
No, Dan Linfoot has crashed again.
Discipline.
Nice move.
Big move.
And lovely, I beg your pardon, another discipline mastered. That discipline was mastered there by Josh Brooks. He just clipped through on the inside at Druids.
He'd just been having a look for that for the last couple of laps. Oh, hang on.
That was a big mistake.
It's a crash, he's off.
That was Tommy Bridewell.
Yeah, it's Bridewell, yeah.
Oh. Hopkins has got a problem. John Hopkins, who'd slipped back a bit on that on the Motor Rapido Lloyd's British Ducati. He's had such a good weekend up till now.
King of Brown. Oh, that's it.
Is that Walker?
That's Walker.
And there is Smith's BMW's Billy McConnell, the reigning British Supersport champion, making a move back on Luke Mossey, the lanky Cambridgeshire lad, and getting back into 6th place. So he's not giving up that without a fight. But more importantly, for the 22nd time in his British Superbike career, and the second time today, Josh Brooks wins for Milwaukee Yamaha here at Brands Hatch. Splendid ride by the Australian. Second place goes to Shaky Byrne, the reigning champion for PBM Kawasaki. Another rostrum finish for Richard Cooper and Anvil Higher Tag Racing. And that is the race for the line for 6th place. And it's McConnell who gets it from Luke Mossey and Christian Idden. A terrific tussle between three of the younger element in this championship.
Thruxton in Hampshire started life as a World War II air base. It saw plenty action in the 40s, and it's still seeing plenty action now.
Laps of Thruxton, the fastest racing circuit in the UK. Josh Brooks, a winner here for the very first time. His first victory in British Superbikes was here. Gets a good start. Hopkins tames the pouring front wheel of that Ducati and gets away in 2nd place. Completing the first lap of 20, and the man who set the fastest lap a year ago here at Thruxton in race 1 started from pole in race 2. Dan Linfoot now on the Honda, running strongly in 4th place ahead of James Ellison and Peter Hickman. And Lee Jackson.
He's pointing as well, which he's all right. Bike not so. Whatever's left of it's laying on top of the rector cell. Oh, this is Jackson.
Lee Bob Jackson caught the back of somebody else under braking for the chicane and tipped over.
There we go. Blow up, and he's offline, that's good. No, he isn't. Is that Ellison? It's one of them.
It might have been Ellison. I tell you what, that boy never has much fortune here. There's 2 down. I think Idden's down as well.
Idden's off as well, yeah. That's got to be a red flag.
Yeah. Well, the red flag goes out. Here we go, watch.
I think that's Cooper's bike. Is that
I think it's Cooper's bike that's caused the problem.
It's Cooper's bike that's caused the problem.
In fact, Cooper's sticking his left leg out there. Cooper's got his left leg out to indicate what's gone on.
That's
He pulls onto the grass. The lights go out on 15 laps then, and a good start by John Hopkins, and he edges out both Josh Brooks and Dan Linfoot's Honda. Look at this gang. Look at that. Shaky Byrne was in that lot. Shaky Byrne in the midst of that lot. 3 abreast as they go through Church here. Look at this, and Shaky Byrne gets the edge on both Bridewell and the WD-40 Kawasaki of Kennedy. At the front, Hopkins late on the brakes. Brooks even later on the brakes. Squeezes through on the inside into the club chicane. Hopkins has got a problem with the Lloyd's British Motor Rapido Ducati. for this man, Josh Brooks. However, it's going to be a third win on the bounce in the MCE Insurance British Superbike Championship. The Milwaukee Yamaha wins it cleanly. He did the double last year at Thruxton. He's done the first race here. Dan Linfoot second.
Oh,
and there's been a crash.
And that's Bridewell.
And that melee means that Shaky Byrne, Howie Main wearing smart, Luke Mossey in sixth, Jack Kennedy seventh.
Buchan's up, he's walking away. Let's have a look. Bridewell's on the outside, Buchan's up the inside.
Danny loses
definitely Danny's fall.
Oh, that was a heavy fall.
Yeah, he's damaged his mouth. I think he's bit his tongue or something. There's certainly a bit of claret about. Poor lad.
Great start there by Josh Brooks. Oh, a good start as well by Shaky Byrne. Dan Linfoot doesn't get the advantage he would have wanted from pole position, gets sucked back into fourth place. Shaky's there through to third. Linfoot's through, and that is the advantage Dan had on the zero tyre. He needed to get through then.
New lap record on lap 2.
A new lap record. Wow, 2006. Gregorio Lavia on the factory Michelin tyres, and the Airways Ducati did a 1 minute 14.89. Josh Brooks has done a 1 minute 14.884. 6 thousandths of a second under it. Well, that's a bogey time gone. Shaky Byrne using all his experience to hold himself in this fourth place, knowing that the tyre might well come back to him as the race goes on and other people suffer. Black and orange flag is out for Cooper. This could be the race that decides, and shall we say, exit for Richard Cooper after that brilliant third and second place at Brands Hatch. And Cooperman is telling off his motorcycle. Oh, was that Buchan having a huge moment?
It was.
Oh, and someone got down. Someone's gone down at Campbell's. Oh, Kennedy's gone down at Campbell's. He was having such a cracking ride in sixth place.
He must have clipped somebody, Jack, because I won't be surprised if he clipped somebody just because of where he ended up. He hasn't actually got into the corner at all.
As they clip their way through the club chicane. Oh, Hopkins!
That's Hopkins, yeah.
Hopkins has spun himself out coming out of the chicane.
Let's have a see what he's done. It's going to be in the bottom of his shocks. He's in front of these guys. Oh, he's just clipped a curb. He's clipped a curb.
Oh, wow, that really caused a bit of mayhem behind there. Oh, someone was almost unseated there. Look at these two. What a line there from Mossey. He cuts underneath Byrne's PBM Kawasaki.
Listen,
Shane Byrne's quick him on the brakes.
Exactly. Well, he'll have him down the straight. He'll slipstream him out of here, and we've seen him do it, pulling sort of 4 or 5 yards.
But Luke's not put himself in a position to defend. There's nothing he can do about it unless he can do his hooning round the outside move. Meanwhile, Josh Brooks crosses the line. It is his 24th British Superbike race win, where he won his original BSB race win. Shaky Byrne does get second place. A career best third for Mossey, 4th Bridewell, 5th Linfoot, 6th the Tyco BMW, 7th Main wearing smart just from Jessup. Lee Jackson, who came from the back of the grid on his own on the back roll, and Josh Waters 10th.